So we're Ovum Digital Futures 2017 in London. I'm here with Alexandra. You have been talking today about the IoT strategies, potential IoT strategies of communication service providers and the evolution of that sector. I think the key question for a lot of service providers are, what are the new business opportunities around IoT? Where can they make new revenues from? So are there some key areas that they can be looking at and which you've already seen examples of?
Yes, so there are a few key areas, Ray. So of course, at the core, operators, service providers have connectivity expertise and connectivity assets. So that is a core place for them to play, to use that expertise, to partner up with others who require it. Where the real value is, though, in the IoT, for us, is in the services layered on top of that.
Right.
And that can be platform plays, that can be designing and setting up open ecosystems for specific types of applications, specific types of technologies. I think a key message that we have for telcos is that it's not a world the way that cellular was a world in terms of being a monolithic type of technology play. The IoT is very diverse, a lot of different use cases, a lot of different industries, and a lot of different requirements of those. So where we see telcos sometimes struggling is in trying to speak the language of those customers within those industries and really understand where they can bring the IoT to them to solve a business problem. And instead, what we're seeing often is a more technology-led approach, more horizontal, which is not necessarily going to move the IoT forward where it needs to be moved forward. Okay. But we see some key opportunities in areas like automotive, for example, where there's really a clear requirement for very high bandwidth connectivity, low latencies, and so on. Equally in healthcare, some good plays there.
Right.
So a lot of interesting opportunities, but it's not just one path for telcos to succeed. Really, they have to look at where they want to play strongly and what are their assets now, where are their relationships, and who do they need to partner with to be in there.
Right. And are you seeing a greater understanding from the telcos about the need, the requirement to build partnership ecosystems to advance this business?
So in some cases, absolutely. I think some great
not
examples.
In all cases.
Not in all cases, definitely not. A great example would be something like AT&T Drive, where they've built a whole ecosystem around the automotive sector, and that's pulled in lots of different types of partners, from OEMs to technology providers to applications developers, and I think that's been quite successful. We haven't seen that replicated across many industries or with many telcos. We do see pockets of best practice or excellence in that, but certainly where we're seeing real impact is where telcos are getting together with others within an industry ecosystem and putting together IoT propositions around that.
Okay. And is there an opportunity around data collection and data analytics to generate new business models?
There is, absolutely. Again, I think this is a place where telcos have to be very clear on what their role is in the value chain and what assets and skill sets they bring to this. So if you look at a company like Telefonica, they've obviously invested a lot in building what they call their fourth platform for data analytics and for data sharing and monetization in various ways, and giving the customer some level of control and insight over that.
Right.
I think that's an interesting approach. It's sort of all eggs in one basket. Other telcos are not necessarily going to be as wedded to the idea of being all singing, all dancing data guardians, but I think there's an opportunity there for some of them, certainly. Okay,
excellent. Well, it's interesting to see how this market is evolving and who's coming out with those early revenue generating models, and we'll see how others copy them. So,
absolutely.
Alexandra, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.